Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to my secondary channel, the number one grinder, real talk. This is yours truly, the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. We got another boxing conversation is happening. It says this is the underrated boxing talk number 56, y'all. Yes, number 56. And hopefully we're gonna have some people come on the panel, discuss the card and other things gonna happen in boxing that we want to see in the future. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna hit y'all with this intro. And I will be right back. I'm hit you with this intro. Be right back.
But y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me? I'm the Osiris of this shit. Check this out. Perfect. Champion, the way of the warrior, champion eyes, get back up, my spirit cries.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior. I say for me, I've been passed over with my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there. And I used to accept it as I'm gonna prove something to you. Nah. That I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life to strive to do better, not that many people is going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some.
You ain't lying.
All right. Welcome. Let me read this out first before we continue. Just remember, us as the righteous ones, we are still be winners. That's the real. So, got somebody in the piece. Put this out the way. Let's see. Yeah. We got somebody. Yeah. Got the one and only brother Clarence McLean.
Yo, what's going on? Underrated, the number one grinder, the best kept secret on YouTube.
All right, thanks a lot. Thanks again for showing up. If you missed something, once you go to Clarence McLean, no ducks on his Instagram.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Want y'all Joe check them out and tell them the rest of y'all links, please, before we continue.
No Doug Zone podcast on IG. You can catch it. McLean's Promotion on Facebook. All you got to do is type McLean's Promotion in Facebook and it'll come up.
All right, okay. Now, I don't know where to start. I had to look at the fight again. I mean, all I can say, bro, like, um, you
Yeah.
know,
Tragedy.
it's funny.
Yeah, it is. But it's a tragedy.
It is. It really is. So,
It's,
feel the
hey,
people in what feel the people in what we seen, and I follow right behind you.
well, first of all, I want to say that was a it wasn't the best card last night, but it was a great card. Uh, I enjoyed it. Um, we seen some great matchups. I seen some things happen last night. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but of course it happened. Now for the Charles Martin and King Kong Ortiz, surprised me. The outcome didn't surprise me, but the way the fight went surprised me. With King Kong being knocked down 2 times, I didn't see that coming. You know, I would expect to see Charles Martin knocked down 2 times, but to see King Kong, uh, that was crazy.
Mhm.
I underestimated Charles Martin when we shouldn't have did it, but we weren't used to seeing Charles Martin box like that. But at the same time, I've only watched maybe 2 or 3 of his fights, so you know what I mean. But he did pretty good, and then the 6th round came, and he looked like a drunk man that woke up looking for his keys. He gets hit. He gets hit with a punch that just it changed his whole future. he 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 looked like an upset boyfriend that was just told by his girlfriend that she was 6 months pregnant. Yeah, that's what he looked like. I mean, I've never seen a puncher get knocked out on their feet standing up. I mean, not standing up, it would have looked like that on their face. Uh, I mean, the last guy I seen, well, I can't even make this comparison because it's really not. But the last guy I probably seen out on their feet like that, I remember Timothy Bradley fought this guy on HBO. Oh, I forgot this guy's name, man. Oh, I can't. But he was giving Tim the business, and Tim was against the ropes. He was giving the business, and Tim Bradley was damn near out on his feet. He was out on his feet, but he was still swinging. But at least you were getting a reaction out of Tim. You couldn't even get a reaction from Charles Martin. Like,
Oh
yeah.
no, go ahead.
No, I just never seen nothing like that. Somebody be out on their feet like that. It was just too funny for me.
Yeah, it was another fight. With Sanchez, the one to beat the African heavyweight. What's his name? Jabo.
Yeah.
It was this guy that he fought. Jabo fought, and he hit him so hard. The guy let lean on the ropes and still standing was swinging.
Yo, you can't make this up.
Yeah, that was recent. I think that was like probably like about less than 2 years ago. That was funny. That was funny. I was like, oh my god.
Yo, these are stories that we can't make up.
Yeah.
It's real, but I was surprised. You know, Charles Martin. He earned my respect. He earned my respect, and I'm sure he probably surprised a lot of the heavyweights. A lot of the heavyweights that was on the card last night, and I'm sure some other heavyweights that was at home watching. I'm sure they were pretty surprised because everybody was expecting Charles Martin to be out of there sooner than that. I said the 5th round. That was it for him, and he came in the 6th round.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
that didn't surprise me to knock, but I'm gonna go one thing better. And I meant to say that on your IG earlier. OT, you know, that's a great. He came back and beat him, but there's something that Charles Martin he did expose him, and I think that they'll look at King Kong not all that invisible, and we got he better be very very careful now. Now Charles Martin, there are some people said that he took a step or two down. I don't think so. I think, like I said, the heavyweight division, heavyweight is wide open, and he get a few more fights. He could be back in contention for a championship. So, but for now, he's take a little break here and there. Now, but King Kong, he should be the ones who hold the championship. They need to be alert now.
Yeah,
So they need to be very alert. I think that they're going to take on the Boost Ennis syndrome. Who?
ha,
Yeah. Who you mean? Who will tell you? Who are you talking? The one for the one for Charles Morton and the other heavyweights. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I think they're gonna take that on. Shout out the brother Sheed we here. Salute to your family. Happy New Year. Happy belated New Year to
she,
you.
what's up, she?
Brother Sheed in the building. Yeah. Yeah. So
She, yeah, poor guy. That's all your fault, underrated.
okay, I take it. It's my fault.
You were supposed to referee that match. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay. I thought I said it's my fault, but hey, I was in the ring, so yeah, I tell him, man. But also we talked this on Brother McLean's IG too, and I'm gonna say this on here on my channel now. I think the one thing that Charles Martin did, he backed up to the ropes and tried to circle his way out. And as a veteran that Ortiz is, he did what he had to do. All along that Charles Martin would circle him around of the middle of the ring. He was not very suddenly he's finding him in the ropes. And then when he find he supposed to see he like I say for he's supposed to use his ropes to second nature. When he feels so okay, let me circle this out right here. But this time he didn't do it. He got careless.
Yeah, he did. And like I said, when he got caught with that punch, that was gonna be devastating. Very devastating. I would never want to see a fighter ever get hit like that. That's a lot.
Yeah. And those was heavy shots too, all in the head.
Yes, they were heavy shots. And if I'm a fighter, or if I'm a trainer, I should say, I'm not trying to have my fighter take any punishment like that.
And I'm surprised they didn't really throw in the towel either.
Well, I would have. I don't understand why they didn't, but I sure would have.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, why did he have him take all these punches? He should throw in the towel.
When he took all those punches against the ropes like that, he should have never.
Yeah.
He should have never took punches like that. You know? And he was taking some hard punches. These wasn't little bitty baby punches. He should have been, but it is what it is, man. It's crazy. I'm just glad that Charles is okay and he will live to fight another day.
Yeah. And he's not out of it. He's not out of the picture either. Because he's gonna get some fights. It's gonna be like, oh, he hold his own till he got knocked out 6 rounds, he hold his own.
Yeah.
So he gonna get some fights, y'all.
Oh yeah, he definitely will. He definitely will. Everybody and their mother is gonna want to challenge him now.
Yeah, he gonna get some fights and then he'll get a nice payday. You know what I'm saying? I think his pay is going up. I think his checks is going up now.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Other than that, the rest of the card was pretty much okay. The Michael Coffey and Johnny Rice, that kind of upset me. I'm like, come on, Coffey, you got beat worse in this one than the first one, and Johnny didn't look as good as this one to me as he did the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And he came in much heavier.
Yeah.
He came in at 283.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man. But he did his thing, and and for coffee, uh, I don't want to sit there and say he needs to take a break because we had a break. I believe the last fight he had was with Johnny Rice, and that was in July of last year. So you should have worked out some type of strategy plan since then. So
Yeah.
what can you do? I mean, it's the new year. He has enough time to come on back this year. So maybe he needs about 2, 3 months or 2 months to rest or whatever, or a month to rest. Then I guess he'll get right back at it. But shout outs to both of them. I would like to see Michael Coffey back in there eventually, and Johnny Rice. Now people are going to be looking at him. You know what I mean? Even though Michael Coffey only had 12 fights, but he beat him 2 times. But people are going to be looking. The heavyweight division should get real interesting. You know, between this year and the next maybe 2 years, it should be something should happen. Maybe it's going to take. Maybe it's going to take for Canelo to go up there to make something happen.
Mm.
Lord.
Maybe Canelo going to heavyweight. He stopped.
Yeah, they're gonna give him a franchise belt at heavyweight, and he'll be fighting bums. He'll be fighting guys with with 10 and no records.
No, he gonna fight Bubba like 16-31.
Excuse me, yeah, let me change that. I said 10, no, I'm tripping. He'll take guys like that. Guys will be 31-10. Crazy. Got to make it make sense. But the card was good last night. I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not gonna go back and forth about if it was pay per view worthy. It was what it was. Nobody thinks that was pay per view worthy. Nobody thinks that the Keith Thurman and Mario Barras is pay per view worthy. But guess what? It's on pay per view. There's nothing we can do about it.
Mm. Yeah, I'll tell you. Now, tell us the state of boxing right now.
As far as in what?
The fighters and politics and stuff.
I mean, boxing. It is what it is. It's like me and you talked about earlier about when we said what needs to change in boxing. And I said, before you can start with the fighters, you got to start with the people that's in boxing. Um, these referees, like the referee we had last night, who made that bullshit stoppage on the guy who was actually winning the fight because he said he didn't get the response that he wanted from the guy he stopped the fight. That was all bull. We have to deal with, and remember, before that fight happened, me and you talked about this. Before that whole card started, I said this is what we have to stop. These referees, these bullshit judges who don't know nothing about boxing because they don't know anything. Half of them have never laced up a pair of gloves. Some of these promoters, some of these commissioners.
Mm-hmm.
The list goes on, man. It has to stop, but it seems like it's not going to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has their hand in the cookie jar. Everybody's looking for a way to make money. I feel like people are taking money under the table, which nobody can say that's not true because it is. I feel like sometimes the judges might be taking money under the table. Hell, I feel like the referees are. It's just too corrupted. It's too corrupted. So it's a lot that needs to change with the sport. And that's some of the things that need to change. Now, I don't know what nobody else feels about that. Because if anybody says, oh, it's not the refs, it's not the judges, these fighters need to fight it's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's everybody. It's the promoters, it's the commissioners, it's the sanctioning bodies, It's the judges, it's the referees, it's the fighters, it's everybody. Even some of the commentators, the people who commentate, even some of them. They say racial stuff and not even knowing that they're saying it. Or some of them are not thinking what they say before they say it. And mind you, it ain't something that just started. It's been going on since the HBO boxing days. How many times Larry Merchant and Jim Labney done said something slick out their mouth? And you'll have somebody like Roy or George Foreman got to correct them. Got to fix this. Everybody, you know, what kills me is when Paulie Malignaggi says something, everybody's ready to put their foot in his ass. But let me tell you something. What he says out his mouth, he's not the first person to have said it. How many? It's been. We're not gonna act like what he says is just overshadows everything else that's going on in boxing. Come on, man. We gotta make it make sense. So it's a lot of stuff that needs to be cleaned up in boxing. It's a lot. We look at the little things that people say and do, and we take it and run with it and make it seem like they are the most horriblest person in the world. We gotta make it make sense. There's a lot of things that needs to be cleaned up about the sport. Not just racial comments, but like I said, the sanctioning bodies, the commissioners, the referees, the judges, the fighters, the promoters, everybody has got to be what's that word? Everybody has to be help me out, Underrated. What's the word I'm looking for? Well, let's just say everybody has to be responsible for their actions. That's not the word I was looking for. It's something else. But everybody has to be responsible for their actions. That's simple. And when everybody can do that, we'll make the sport better. But it's not going to happen because too many people got their hand in the cookie jar. Everybody wants to talk about how the mafia is involved in boxing. I don't give a damn about no damn mafia. I don't care about none of that, man. As real boxing fans, we're being cheated. Certain fights are not being made. Or certain fighters are taking a dive. Trainers are taking money on the side. It's crazy, man. So that's what needs to change right there. Everything I said. If nobody agrees with what I said, then that's your opinion. You there, Underrated?
I'm right here.
Oh.
All right, I'm listening to you.
No, I'm done.
Now, so who do you think which young heavyweight you think that's gonna see big things this year?
I don't know. My heavyweight ain't fighting. My heavyweight is Wilder, man. And if he ain't fighting, I ain't too much really caring about the heavyweight division. But I would say the young big baby from Toledo, Ohio, the young big baby. That's the one he's gonna have a great year in 2022. Young kid, I think he's only 21, 22 years old. He's gonna have a great year. He's gonna have an amazing year. And it won't be long before he'll be fighting for a world title. It won't be, you know. I would like to see if Anthony Joshua gets past Usyk, but it might not happen. But if it does, cool. I would like to see Deontay Wilder and AJ this year. If it's possible to make that. And if that's not possible, I would like to see Wilder and Andy Ruiz, if that's possible to make that. But I want to see something. You know, I want to see everybody who should be fighting somebody. That's what I want to see. And I want to see Tyson Fury punk ass back in there. And hopefully if he's back in there, he might fight Usyk. We got to see what happens, which I don't know if he'll have any chance in that. Tyson Fury is just too much of a big man, a much bigger man than what AJ is, but and more skill too. Yeah, that's basically what I want to see for this year. Yeah, let's hope that my what I call my wish list. Let's hope it comes true.
Mm, yeah, that's what's up. What about tell us some boxers that you feel that they could fight this time.
You said tell you what?
I'm asking you a question. Which fighter of yesteryear could fight in this era?
Which fighter from yesterday can fight in today's era?
Yeah.
Oh, a shitload of them. Um, if you want to talk about Tyson, he could do it. If you talk about Lennox Lewis, he could do it. If you talk about Pernell Whitaker, De La Hoya, Ike Corte, even the late great Arturo Gotti, Trinidad. Um, it's so many of them, even down to Ricardo Mayorga.
Um.
It's a couple of them. If you're talking about the prime ones, then yeah, you give me a prime Shane, a prime De La Hoya, um, and they would kill today. They would absolutely destroy today. You like I said, you take a Lennox Lewis, you even take a Riddick Bowe. You can even take a guy like Andrew Galata, who was good, but he just had no self control, and he was battling demons. But if you take somebody like that, and you put him in these heavyweight divisions, oh man, it would be over. Can you imagine James Toney from 20 years ago fighting today? Well, I don't know. See, the only difference is today is uh, I don't. There's a few fighters he would be able to shake with. I don't know about him. I don't know about him shaking with AJ or Fury or Wilder. I don't know. Too much big men. So I don't think he would shake with them. But if you take guys, like I said, you take guys in that era, it would be over. Even with the Sugar Ray and Roberto Duran era, even if you take that, you could take the 80s and 90s era and throw it in today, and every guy that's in there today gets killed. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It
that's
ain't what
true.
I gotta be truthful. I watched too many tapes on guys from the 80s and 90s to try to match up with these guys do today. Those guys then were fighting more. They weren't ducking anybody. And if anybody was ducking, they wasn't ducking like that, like they're doing today. Everybody fought, and everybody didn't just fight for money. Everybody fought for legacy. Everybody fought to be that top guy. So yeah, those are the guys that I named that they'll definitely be able to hang in this era. Now, if you take them same guys, now if you take today's guys, if you was to take some of today's guys and throw them in them era back then, it would be the same deal. They'll get hurt. They would get hurt. Tyson Fury, I I see him getting demolished. Demolished.
Yeah, but the day's gonna come. I said Thomas Hearns. Um. Well, I said Thomas Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sanchez. Let me see. Yeah, we can name that. We could name that all day. We could name it all day when we could do that. Yeah, so this. Now let me ask you a question. What you think about the welterweight division?
Oh, I love it. One next to middleweight and next to middleweight and lightweight, it's one of my favorite divisions. I like welterweight. Um, it should be way more exciting than what it is. There's a lot of talent there,
Yeah.
um, and I would love to see Earl Spence. and Crawford at some point meet, that will make the welterweight division even more interesting. It's okay because we're getting the Ugas and Earl, so that's cool. But I like it. I like the welterweight. Like I said, it's one of the most talented divisions, and in my opinion. But I think this year is we're going to see a lot of interesting fights in the welterweight divisions. We might see some that we didn't see. Even if they don't give us the Earl and Bud, that's one of the biggest ones that we want to see hands down. And there's no way that what they're gonna try to do. They're gonna try to make every type of welterweight fight possible this year to make us forget about that.
Yeah.
Or try to distract us with it. But I don't care. You can make 10 great welterweight fights this year. I can care less about that. That is not going to take the fact that we still want to see Earl, Spence, and Crawford. They're going to try to distract us with as much as they can to either try to make us forget it or we're trying to build the fight. There's nothing else to build. Just make the damn fight. Make it. No. And if it's not made, who is there to blame? Because people are going to blame Earl. People are going to blame Bud. They're going to do that. So I don't know, man. But welterweight's it's one of my favorite divisions. It's always been one of my favorite divisions. I guess we got to sit back underrated and see how all this play out. It's still the beginning of the year, so far in the welterweight division we have Mario Barris and Keith Thurman because he's in that weight class first. So we got him and we got Mario Barris moving up to 147. Now that should be interesting because I want to see is Mario going to stay at 147, win, lose, or draw, or you're going to go back to 140. But it might be easier for him to stay at 147. There'll be a lot of great challenges at 147 for Mario Barris.
Yeah. I'll tell you this though. But that Solomon, oh, he gets on my nerves.
Who?
Solomon, WBC president.
Oh man, look. What Tyson Fury said, boxing please, no comment, terminated. That guy right there is terminated. I don't know what to say about him, man. Really don't.
Yeah. Do we want to talk a few more things? Then we're gonna cut this song. We're gonna touch just like this. Now, what you think about what do you think about Tank? We talked about that earlier too.
I like Tank. But like the rest of the world, I'm ready to see him get in there with that elite fighter. Now, Isaac Cruz was people can talk about how he gave Isaac Cruz a lesson, but let me tell you something. It ain't like through the whole fight he just cruised through Isaac. It was a great fight.
Yeah.
It was a great fight. It's just after a while, Tank started schooling him.
Yeah.
Who do you know after a fight Tank has said a star was born tonight? So he earned Tank's respect. Let's stop making it seem like he just went in there and he ran, Tank ran through him. No.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he brought the best out of Tank. Now I applaud Tank because I love Tank, and Tank fought with one hand because his other hand got re-injured. So if Tank didn't gain any fans after that fight, after December 5th, I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. Because he fought that with one hand and he hurt his hand. And I remember when he clenched his face. And that's when I knew he hurt his hand. But this year I want to see him in there with somebody we're familiar with. We're really familiar with.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to see him, somebody more credible now. think he, he been ready, and so
Yeah.
been ready. So what we want to see? Well, I want to see somebody. I want to see 135 unified, 140, 147 is gonna take some time, but
Yeah.
I want to see 135, 140. Somebody got unified them types,
Yeah.
unified weight class. It's too many fractions. It's not connecting. So I want to see that.
Well, these young fighters got to get together and they got to make money together. Everybody's got to stop saying, I don't want to fight this guy because, I don't like him. It's like Tyson told Tank, you gotta get with these guys. You gotta make me. I gotta make money together. You gotta be friends with them. And Tank told him, I don't want to be friends with none of these guys.
Yeah,
But that's how you got. I mean, y'all guys don't have to be the best of friends, but make money together. You can help feed each other's families. A lot of these guys don't want to. They don't want to do it. So they want to do things their way. If you have a legend telling you how to do something like this, and that's not what you want to do, then also he has a lot of people in his ear too. Tanky has to deal with Calvin. He got to deal with Floyd. It's everybody up in his ear. It's a,
yeah,
it's a it's a lot to deal with. But I'm sure whatever he deals with, he'll make the right decision. Hopefully, so this year, you know, I would like to see him and Gary wrestle, but we know that's not going to happen. I would like to see him and Devin Haney. I know that's not going to happen. We don't know when we're going to see him in a competitive fight. So while everybody's sitting around complaining about the Isaac Cruz fight, or he did this, he did that, and who is Isaac Cruz and who he fought, that might have been the closest to perfection that we might see.
yeah,
We might not ever see Tank in another fight like that. Might be too risky for not even for Tank, but for Floyd.
yeah, yeah. For Floyd blind, yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, I would like to let's talk about the one last thing, Bud and Boost, man.
Oh man. You know, his fans are spending a lot of time boycotting this Earl Spence and Ugas. I said, well, hell, are y'all gonna boycott? Are y'all gonna boycott Boots too?
Yeah,
Like, if a fight was signed tomorrow between Boots and Crawford, or y'all going to boycott that? I'm just curious to know.
that's true.
It's when you think about it, it's just I'm sitting here thinking about it now, like it's just a lot to deal with, man. But I don't think we'll see it. Like I said, I think they're gonna take the Josh Taylor role. They're gonna take that route. Josh Taylor will come to 147, and that's how that'll happen. I believe in my heart that we'll see Terrence versus Josh Taylor before we see him in Boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think for me it's Boost. Y'all know Boost who he is, man. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop having McNeese. Oh, I don't know. Y'all should do. Y'all know him. Y'all just don't want to fight him.
Hey, it's like Candy Man. You don't want to see that man. You don't want to say that man name 3 times.
Yeah, you don't want to see it, man. So yeah, so all right, that's it for that. Last remarks, brother. Stay right there, and then I say my last one. Gonna close it out.
Want to tell everybody again, once again, Happy New Year. Want to say salute to the chat. Salute to my brother, Underrated One, who's always, always on his grind, man. And please tell a friend and tell a friend to subscribe to my brother, Underrated One, the number one grinder, the best kept secret on YouTube. Y'all better be on the lookout at us because we got some things coming this year that's going to blow your mind, and we're going to be nonstop with it. So make sure that you guys tell a friend and tell a friend about the Underrated One and Mr. Clarence McLean. Love y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.
Thank you. Anybody that's traveling, to your destination or your job or home. Please be safe, family members, single, friends, etc. Take extra safety precaution because the climate out there is real. It's messed up, and we don't want nothing to happen to you. Thank y'all for stay tuned. The ones in the clouds and stuff. Thanks for brother Sheed coming for coming. I really appreciate that. I want you to shout out to brother Sheed here. I want you to go. I want you to go show the brother some love and stuff because he got a lot of content. And also Clarence McClain of other links that he been saying and stuff like that. I want you because he got some things happening. Got some things happening. I got some things happening. So on behalf of my secondary channel, the number one grinder real talk is yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best cat secrets on YouTube. Believe that? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. We're gonna close this out. This is the last of the underrated Boston talk number 56. So I think we probably get to 100, brother. Probably during my birthday, or maybe before
Um,
that.
might be before that. It all depends on you, how hard you grind. I mean, we're in January, so February, March, April.
Around April,
Yeah,
right?
probably by your birthday,
By
maybe.
my birthday. Yeah. So when they ever hit my birthday, we're gonna do a special on that and everything. So
Hey,
yeah.
I'm not doing nothing, so I'll be on it.
Yeah, so watch out for that. I might have MMA later on 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. I don't know yet. I gotta check on the brothers to see. So I might come back and do some MMA for y'all tonight too. So stay tuned for that. Again, thank y'all. Thank you so much, Brother McClain. Very much appreciated as always
No
for your
doubt.
insight and knowledge and everything. And I'm just saying that if you want to see the fight, it should be on YouTube. It's very funny. It's very funny. That's all I'm gonna say. It's
A
funny.
tragedy. A
You want to
tragedy.
get your laugh on. Look at the fight. But if y'all don't want to watch from the beginning, you don't have to. Go towards the end of fifth round. Go to
Yeah.
the end of fifth round. Just watch it from there. If you don't want to watch like the whole fight, go towards the end of fifth round.
Yep.
Give it like 10 seconds left of the fifth round. And
Yep.
then six is like another story. That's what we was talking about. So thank you, my brother. Very much appreciate it. I will holler at you later.
All right.
Good afternoon, good evening to you. Like I said, I might be back 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Do some MMA talk. I don't know yet about it, but watch out for that. This one is Ghost. Stay blessed, stay blessed, stay blessed.
Peace.
Peace. Good. Bro, crush.